With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry now. This is Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, tomato.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
Now he can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 40 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
I should probably stop at head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bobcats. Ready?
Setting up play action. Franks. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 18. 5 years.
The Franks looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dragon, 70, Timberwolf.
Now Franks. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Franks now. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Good-looking return set up here. Oh, what a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
13, Lou, Silver.
Now Lawrence. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
11. Here we go.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill. Lisa 24. Hey, son. Saint right.
Now Lawrence. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Jaguars first down.
Take right open.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
3. 60 Bobcat. Let's go. 60 Maverick. 6 Cowboy 80. Check smash. check, smash. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rig alert, rig alert. Those 19 target, 19 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check. Hey, smash. '79 Broncos. Trap 60.
Franks. This is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take...
There he goes, left side. Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 84 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 14. Titans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
18 Robert, 18. Let's go now. Cut my team. 60 Eagles, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Working out of the gun, Franks. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Operating from the gun, Franks. To the left side, looked in by Harris. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Fourth down, Frank's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hot.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
11.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 50. Trap 50. Hurt.
In motion comes the tight end left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught by Fountain. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Fowler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Dragon 60.
First down.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Panthers 65. Buffalo 18. Cowboys 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 79. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Franks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Franks. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Gun. Rip 23.
Lawrence will throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Lawrence. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That's good. Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Easy.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 97 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
11. 30 left. Hey, center. Smack. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, run for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
That was screen set up for Johnson.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Now he's going to step up and run. Again, it's Johnson.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. fighting through at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Travis Hunter, 47 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer.
Dragon 60. Let go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Jaguars 38. Titans 20.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you could really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Up the middle, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jaguars 45. Titans 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch.
That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Check, hurt, 18, Stephanie. 7, Cougar 19.
Frank's looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Franks now. He sets to fire deep. And is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Hey, Soko, it's a hut.
Now Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Dragon 60, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Franks.
He completes it to Ridley.
Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
60 Bobcat, 18 Rattler, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Franks. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
Red. Hey, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Johnson on the counter.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Red 23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Titans' 28-yard line.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the
Let's go.
14-yard line.
Johnson running right. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
34. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Let's go.
Franks. Wow, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Looking to throw. Franks going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Go street. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fowler, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 177 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, so, here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Franks. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
39 Broncos.
37-yard line.
60 average. 60. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pep 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Rig alert. Rig alert. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
18.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
19 tight. Not Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24.
41.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
from the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Now Lawrence changing the play. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the red.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal at the 1-yard
Well,
line.
Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Jaguars 72, Titans 41. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump thing from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now, here we go, check! Prep 19 Lions.
Frank's third down from the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Hey, so
Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Mustang 19.
It's a gain of 32.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. The Franks looking to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Second and 2.
Franks now. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And now here's another interception. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.